Alright, gang, we are back. I don't know why my computer was saying what it was saying, but so we're back trying to do the ultimate guide for Marvel Puzzle Quest. Oh my goodness. Like, I had a funny little intro and witty and all that there to go, but um, we don't. So to pick up where we left off, there's a couple times that we got to talk about invisibility tiles. We got to talk about how to complete what is called the final grind and your initial clears for your next event. What I'm gonna do down in the down in the description of the video, I'm going to post up a link, well, some links about the different the different brackets for each of the PVE events, so that you can best jump in and get the event that best will help you reach progression or get placement or whatever the case might be. Alright, so a couple preventative things, is a preemptive things that we have to do. I have to get my Thor down to 50% health, and I gotta get I usually like to keep Daredevil down to 50% health too. Then I'm say I don't care about the Scarlet Witch. Alright, so what we're gonna do, Thor, is get him down to 50% health. Just constantly retreat until I get him pretty low. And the reason why I'm doing it at this point in time here and not during the final grind itself is because there might be a cascade or two where it doesn't necessarily put Thor at 50% from Thanos and all the other weird nonsense. Alright? That's number one. And plus two, this is a quick way to get your your boost and all these other things that you need to succeed in the game. Alright? Let's see here. So Thor's at 28. Even though that is half health, I need him a little bit lower. Daredevil I'm not really worried about because he'll be able to do his thing. Alright, so I got about 6 minutes to go to explain a few things before we get into fights. So I mentioned something about the brackets. And remember how I told you how some people were over clearing, and they started their grind to the game. Alright, now as you see, each score here, it's based on how how fast you've completed the node. Some of these guys and gals, they've over cleared, but if you've done it right, you'll do 14,240. Again, it's gonna vary by different events. They'll actually give you what I mean by the document that I have will actually give you the amount of score that you're supposed to have for each of the different shield clearance. So if you play in shield clearance 7, your score is going to be a little bit lower than mine, or whatever the case might be. Okay. Now these brackets here are based on the number of people that have entered my event, and so now we've reached 1,000 people. So if you happen to play meet Rockin' and Groot in shield clearance 10, at um, time slice 4, because there's 5 different slices. So if you played it in time slice 4 and you happen to catch it on another flip, as the term is described, whenever an event, or I should say a bracket, reaches all the field players, it will flip to another bracket where you have a chance for another 1,000 people to get in and do their thing. All right, so everybody's essentially competing uh, in a bracket with 1,000 other players, and if you happen to reach the top, you'll get your top rewards. So right now I'm at 287. Um, Again, like I said, with folks over clearing and over grinding and whatnot, I can get a little bit of a better score than the other people do, and hopefully, finish this round off with a, you know, maybe a top 50 score. Hopefully, maybe even a top 100. We'll see. Like I said, we still got another 3 minutes to go before I grind. Also, too, the other thing that you want to make sure that you're doing is you're making sure that each one of your your nodes that you fought against are up to the maximum value that you can possibly get it to. Alright, so if you're playing a shield clearance 7, shield clearance 8, shield clearance 9, you have to complete each of these nodes, well, everything except for this node here, which is the essential node, uh, 4 times. Like all these other nodes, with the exception of like the quote unquote challenge. Well, for you guys, it'll be the Black Bolt node. That'll be like green. Like you wanna, because that's gonna have like the lowest point total, at least the shield clearance 7. Because it's gonna be a little bit more difficult for you guys, but for us, it's kind of required because we're gonna have everybody champion. All right. And then also the main reason why I got Thor 50% is, if you remember the Iceman, Thor Okoye team, they're gonna be putting in a little bit of work in this node here to keep the hood and the thug from going completely off. Okay. As far as the plan of attack, of how we're going to attack it, you're gonna complete all these nodes here until they reach 0. So you're gonna need your absolute fastest team. Okay. So health packs, you're gonna kind of want to manage your health packs a little bit. So don't use your best for like really simple easy nodes. Again, let that Thanos and like 2 other characters who you're not going to use for the duration of the events. Just use those for the easy nodes, and then for the hard and the challenging nodes, that's when you bring out your best characters and go in and go full throttle and go berserk. All right. So I might have to. We'll slow play it just a little bit, just to make sure that everything is ready to go. So I'm just really just wasting time until we are we're ready to go. And the reason why you want to start at least a little bit later than what you normally would is to ensure that you have ample time to complete the nodes and to to account for any mistakes that you may potentially make. All right. Alright. Now again, you don't have to. Let's say the good thing about this portion here is that having Thanos and Hulk. Is like I can at least slow play it. I don't have to worry about Kate Pride and any of her having her health packs or her needing health packs or anything like that there. Okay. Also too, it's like if you haven't been doing so already, in terms of the speed that you need to, defeat all these nodes, you've got to, skip a lot of the storyboard mission stuff because, again, just waste time. I know another thing I need to talk about is proper supports. So we'll talk about that towards the end of the video, and what you're kind of looking for support and who to best properly lean them on towards and all that good stuff. Okay, let's go this way. Okay, we'll make the black match, and I'll go match 3 that way. There we go. Can't be. Oh my goodness. It's still on. Let's see, because I'm really wasting time now. It's like, must go faster, as Jeff Goldblum would say. Now you're probably wondering, like, okay, now why in the world am I not using Rocket and Groove and all those guys? Well, I kind of need them for the second round. Little man, you gonna hurt your head, man. Alright, so that's the completion of those nodes. And again, you want to get these here zeroed out as fast as you can. Like I said, on the one hand, I'm slow playing it. On the other hand, it's like, making sure that I get the time as close as I can to 0, or well, as close as I can to 10 seconds, because that's when the everything will completely close out. That's when the timer will completely close out. Alright, not that one there. I want this one here, the King of New York. like I was mentioning, yeah, so you're gonna need, you know, your proper supports and whatnot to make sure, you know, everything is gonna go swimmingly to plan. One of the supports I know for sure you're gonna need is some sort of an AP boost, or I should say, not necessarily an AP boost, but an AP accelerator. And what I mean by that is someone who can, you know, jumpstart all your AP that you need. All right, here again, bring in a Mortal Hulk. You know, get your boost. One of the things that I did off of my Professor X before I started doing these nodes here was I took one of the supports that I had originally on Professor X, and I took it off of him because I realized that it was slowing me down just a little bit. Mainly because it was doing some extracurricular stuff, and I didn't really need to do the extracurricular stuff. All right, now assuming everything pops off correctly, I should be able to have just enough damage to knock out the muscle. Alright, now again, if you're doing this here in Shield Clearance 7, you know, hey, make sure you got your, you know, your Doctor Strange, so he can, you know, do his thing and make everybody regret the decisions that they make with their firing of powers. Looking for a red or any kind of Okoye match. Alright, let's hope I can get there we go. That's what I was hoping for. And we got the team heal, and that's off of the support. And that'll, you know, that'll end disorganized crime. So you might have to go back and you know, finish that node off again, maybe one more time, I don't know just yet. But one of the things that I would recommend that you sort of kind of, you know, you would be aware of is, you know, have some sort of a timer or something to keep track of how long it takes you to complete the node, so that way you don't have to completely guess. It's like, okay, well, it took me, you know, blah 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 minutes to finish this here. You know, I need to, you know, go back and play at this particular time here in order to make sure I got everything maximized. Alright, we're gonna have to add some more team ups on the board. Add some green. We'll match 4. I know it's not gonna. I probably could have punched him in the face with Hulk, and that would have, you know, I would have said that would have slowed me down. I think that would have been a lot faster. Punch him in the face with Hulk, and then do the match 4, and that would have, you know, won the fight that way. So, you know, that's another thing that you also got to keep in mind too. You know, there's certain ways about playing the game that you kind of sort of have to change just a little bit. You know, managing managing your AP, making sure that the right person is tanking, making sure you got the right moves and all the other goodies. Like right now, Juggernaut is upsetting me because he's taking away all the green that I need. I should say that I want on the board. That slowed us down. That's alright. Again, this situation, I can just fire Professor's Red because I know it's a damaging move, and it'll get rid of everybody else in the fight. Of course, the super annoying node with the hood and bullseye and the Magia muscle. So the faster I can get rid of the hood, the better it is for me. Oh, let's go this way because I need more team ups. I know I'm on the clock for the Magia muscle, but if we do everything right in terms of having our team up tiles and making sure that we have enough of them and the enemy team not getting enough green, I think we'll be okay. They'll make the red match. Alright, add some more team ups on the board. Make a good match there. And then Bullseye's done. I said if we do this here right, we should have we'll be able to get into the challenge node with Okoye at just about full health. Alright, let's see. Got no choice but to, obviously no choice but to match purple, but I see that it was black on the board. Again, gotta match your team ups. That'll slow us down just a little bit, but alright, the hood's gone. I had a match 5 and I should have went with the match 5 first instead of the board shake. Or the team up tiles, I should say. Oh well, we'll always correct the mistake. Okay, and then next turn, after the board settles, the muscle will be down. And then we can punch Bullseye in the face. Alright, Okoye, like I said, she's nearby at full health. Okay, here again, I'm not too concerned about Hawkeye because Hawkeye can heal. So, and we got big gigantic health pools. So get you up in here and get Thor up in here. Again, Apocalypse probably a little bit faster, but we gotta make a few sacrifices, just a few. I just want to make sure I get this node here complete as quick as I can. Fire that off. Match 5, because as you can see, you know, Electra's doing a lot more damage with her stuff than with Thor and everybody else. So fire out her power. Probably could have went green, got that a lot faster. But boom. Still got time. It's gonna be the next few nodes. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, I can't really mess around anymore. So 4-star node, yeah, it's pretty much Okoye and Immortal Hulk the rest of the way. Fire off her green. It'll be the last time that we'll be using her green. Because again, well, okay, I lied. This is the final time we're using her green. Ooh, good. That's a good match 5 there. Good match 5. Doesn't matter. I don't care how many team tiles on the board, because he's done. Alright. K-Pride Marauders. You and Immortal Hulk. Now again, if Kate gets downed, it's no big deal, because you know she's got plenty of health. So this way to mess that team up. All we're looking for is some amount of green on the board. That's all we're looking for. Alright, here we go. Set up a little bit of a better match. Now I have what we like to call a business decision to make. Let's get rid of him. That's the business decision there. Get rid of the muscles. Make sure we got enough team ups to do what we got to do. Alright. I said if we can make it to the end of the challenge node with about 6 or 7 minutes left, we'll be able to beat it in time. So this is where I always tell y'all, hey, make sure you got your proper use of save teams, and make sure that you're doing everything that you possibly can to beat the nodes in an effective manner. Bullseye, we don't use purple, dude. There's a team heal there. Alright, business decision time. Boom, punch him in the face. Alright. Okay. Got 9. Alright, so now the Black Bolt node. Now on the we don't want them on green. That's what we don't want. That slows us down. It could be on any other color except with the exception of green. I don't want it on green. I think we should be able to get a match 5 going here. Nope. Sorry. Alright. Alright, now I gotta figure out which one has got to go. So it's you. Perfect. So even though we're at 8, it's still more than enough to keep the madness going. So you can threaten us all you want to. There's energy channeling. And you get punched in the face. Alright, we're still golden. We're still golden. 7 minutes. Now just switch to Thor. Let's add some team ups here. And now it doesn't really matter whether or not Black Bolt having it on the color green or whatever, it's not gonna slow us down any. So we have a little bit of board control now. Like if I need to get rid of any of those tiles there, I can get rid of them by piercing throw. Which we'll do here. Indomitable Spirit. Alright, this. Add some God of Thunder action, add some Asgardian tactics. Go this way. Because we're trying to get rid of the Magia Dawn. Quick, fast, in a hurry, and there you go. Alright, now let's avoid matching any of those charge tiles if you can. I'll go this one. Keep her out in front. Even if she takes the damage, next time I'll be able to heal it all. Alright, both of those will be pretty close to getting downed, and now we got another 100,000 to go. And I missed the match 5. I missed the match 5. Alright, we're golden. We got 5, and and I said it's gonna take us about 5 minutes to beat the challenge node, so So let's bring them in, because again, you really can't mess around too much here. Put Iceman out in front until I get enough yellow to start off the heals from Okoye. Get blue so we can start at least somewhat of the stun. Switch to you. Go this way, set up some cascades, keep them stunned. Again, with the thug pretty much stunned, yeah, they're not going anywhere. Alright, now next up is the hood, because I don't want you to do your thing. We'll go this way to at least have a one-turn stun on Kingpin. Piercing throw. Trying to find the best available match, will be this one here. And that'll get rid of everybody. Boom. Like I said, we got we're down to about the last 3 minutes to go. So like I said, 2 minutes to go. So we'll be able to finish this here in time. And I got a phone call, so I have to step away. Okay, gang, flip back. See, look at those cascades there. Alright, now let's get the hood. Put the hood on ice. Let's get Kingpin on ice. Because we got plenty of time. So you just want to make sure that we make the best available matches that we can, and we want to set up our team ups and all that good stuff. All right, Hood, you can go back to sleep. We'll make a match here, and then one more match, and this fight is over with. All right, and that's within the last 30 or so seconds, 27 seconds. So that's top 20. So that's at 22. I mean, could I hit the nodes a little bit faster? Yeah, I could have, but once it hits the 10 seconds, it's no good for me to hop into a quick fight and try and do anything else. That's Welcome to Earth Day 1. And now we go here to this essential node, roll the dice. Again, one thing that I'm going to point out, this is a node that you're going to have to come back to again during the final grind. So I'm gonna stress, don't forget about this node, because you have to play this node here in order to get into the next round, but you also need it to complete the finality for for day 2, and it doesn't really matter who I get, or who I knock down first. Either team attack. Well, team attack is always a lot faster. All right, now this here, the mysterious stranger node. Again, get your fastest team, and just go to work. There's nothing really to be said. This is a one-time node, so you don't have to worry about having to complete the node again or anything like that. Once you beat it just the once, you're done. Alright, so typically what I like to do is I like to get the one-time nodes out the way first before I go. Well, actually no, what I like to do is I like to get the big nodes out the way first. I like to get these here out the way so that I can start the timer on any of them. Now if Iceman happens to get downed, it's okay. This is why I got health packs, plenty of health packs. As long as Koye's out in front doing her job with the tanking and all that goodness, everything is a-okay with me. I had a match 5, but mine was focused on team ups. Alright. So not much I can do here with the blue tiles on the board, so I just gotta let it hang loose. But I can do something with the Iceman. Okay, and I got a little something I can do here. As I with Piercing Throw, with that at least at level 3, you're able to do at least enough damage. Seeing top 50 finisher and all those good rewards just for winning a top 50. I just thought about something, a support that I could add to Iceman. And like I said, when I get to the end of the video where where I'm not under pressure of a clock, I'll break down all the nodes like I usually do, and talk about how to best complete them, and and mention also about supports as well. Alright, Piercing Throw. Let's set up some stuff. There goes that extra damage there. Oh, match 5. You know, highly focused on team ups. And it's a good thing that I actually took the time to look at what I was about to do before I did it. Alright, let's pop Iceman. Go this way to at least pop one of those Iceman tiles. Pearson throw this way. And that's to maximize the duration of not only the stun but the of Iceman's, you know, green ability as well. And so I think that's all 3 of those. Yep, that's it for me. Mastermind. Wrong one. It's this. No, I always misclick. Always misclick. Alright. Killmonger. Actually, no, I won't use. Well, yeah, bring it. No. Okay, yeah. I'm wasting time. I'm wasting time. Because again, you want to, you know, your big heavy hitters, and at the same time too, you know, you want, you know, make sure that you're able to complete the node. So that's why I went with Electro, because she'll do a lot more damage. And if you remember with the Okoye, that didn't happen too much. Nope. Get a quick match 5. Activates Quasi-Sonic Whisper. Still probably got a ways to go. Add a strike tile. Match green or match black. Didn't really matter. Now the reason why I didn't use Killmonger up in here, because Killmonger would want so he wants his abilities to activate, but you know, you're facing off against goons, so not the best decision out there. Dead set on black. I was dead set on black. Drop that a peg or two. Get him down, or it down. Put up a little bit more damage on the board. I probably should just did the match 3 in black. That would have saved us time with the cascades. Yeah. Again, Thor's just in the background, just doing his thing. Fire free of charge again. Now, I don't care if she makes the match for it there, she won't be alive long enough to use blue. Alright, that's that node. Now once this claim clears, I had to remember that was the Cape Pride node, so let's bring in Mortal Hulk and Okoye again, how we always do. Whoops, wrong thing. Again, boosting up team ups, because again, not gonna fire off any team ups, because she's greedy for team ups. Well, you guys can detonate all you want to. I mean, you're not gonna persist any longer than the activation of those tiles being detonated. Alright. Looks like Hulk has to match purple. Again, if Cape Pride gets down, again, don't mind. Alright, that's gonna keep us from doing anything that we want to do for 2 turns, so, or 1 turn. I didn't realize her stun was a 1-turn stun. Oh well. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, when you got enough, as much health as Okoye and Cape Pride have, you know, eating an accidental death or 2. You know, by way of Immortal Hulk, you know, that's one of the hazards of the job. Oh yeah, I honestly forgot the subject actually creates green tiles. Okay, so for the duration of some of these here, like, yeah, I won't be using Immortal Hulk, like, starting now. Won't use Immortal Hulk. Instead, I'll use, you know, Apocalypse and Thor, because I kind of want to keep my my green AP going. Alright, got a match 5 here. Shared strength. Got a thunder. supports and fire, and that should get him going. And then again, that's because of the support. Had I not had the support, I would have had to fire off Apocalypse's Black twice, and then use you know, all of his powers. But again, this is why you keep supports on characters, because some supports are really good on characters in PVE, and some are good for them in well, you can't use supports in PvP anyways. If you could, man. Alright, that's God of Thunder and Force Survival of the Fittest. Though probably Survival of the Fittest would have been a lot faster. Alright, we need a red AP boost, doesn't matter who we put it on. Alright, he should be downed. Alright, we'll do the team damage first, and then Survival of the Fittest still down in Paris. Alright, now it's time for the rest of these one-time nodes, and again, then you want your, again, the fastest team. I probably should have put the boost for team ups on, but frankly, you know, it's kind of negligible, to be honest with you. It's like you kind of want red for Immortal Hulk's punching in the face. You kind of want yellow to you know, heal with team up. So oh well, you're downed. I wish that critical would have landed on something that would have surrounded Black, but eh. Alright. The quick and easy teams to knock out the easy nodes, just like how you normally would. Because remember, you're gonna have three of these nodes here. So again, this is why I said don't use your Rocket and Groot when you were clearing the final time, because there was a possibility that you were going to need them again, and so yeah. Alright. Okay, so hopefully that should speed up my my stuff. My PC, because it was running a little bit slow, but again, the business decision would be, okay, well, let's make the match 4 there. Because it would have downed the enemy, but but then you're taking a risk if your Immortal Hulk doesn't have enough green. So I'd rather take the guaranteed green on the board and then, you know, go 8 from there. Just missing a green tile. There we go. Alright, now I'm gonna actually test out this Killmonger and Colossus and America Chavez team real quick, because you know, from what I heard, this here is supposed to be a little bit faster. Oh gosh, we're wasting time. I probably should have had them under one of the favorite teams, but you know. I said, with these guys who are not making any moves at all, yeah. I'm glad I'm actually using America Chavez right about now, because there's some tiles that she's making. These here are called trap tiles, and trap tiles are they come in 2 different varieties. Obviously, enemy trap tiles and friendly trap tiles. The friendly trap tiles, you know, those there will appear up on the board. And again, I'm gonna go into full detail about how trap tiles and all that work. So you know, bear with me towards the end. Get red so that we can activate extreme prejudice and then make some ridiculous damage. There we go. And that is some ridiculous damage. Excuse me. Yeah, because, yeah, those will actually be faster against tile movers. Alright. Wait. Oh, blue. Okay. That was you guys' the strongest color. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Gotta take a small commercial break, but we shall resume right then and there. Alright, that's gonna cost us about 30 seconds of time, maybe a little bit more than that, but you know, on the initial clears, this is why you start your initial clears, relatively early, and then your final grind, this is why you have a little bit of time built in for your final grind. Let's see. Go yellow. Keep Colossus out in front, do purification. Probably could have not fired off the power and then won't. There we go. There you go, America. Do your thing. Fire. So to passively activate those critical tiles and give us even more damage at the start of each turn, so positively fired off Colossus black. Now that I didn't realize how close I was to getting his black. Alright, that's all three of those nodes. Alright, I already see a setup here. So we're gonna grab this purple here. Grab the black for match 4. Now again, the critical tiles where they land at are completely random, so this will be the last one for the regular for the hard nodes. And I already see the match 4 that I'm gonna make here. Tack on some more green, get us some more purple, black, red, all them goodies. Alright, that completes the hard nodes. Now it's time for the easy nodes, and I might end up replacing one of my teams with that Karnak team. I mean, not Karnak. Oh my goodness, Killmonger. Alright, that's that. Now I got 2 more nodes to go. And Rocket and Groot should be A-okay. As far as the team ups go and all that there, I'll be firing those there off and you know, some side stuff. Alright, so Rocket and Groot's definitely gonna get downed by the by my next round, so say goodbye to the trash panda. And then get the last one in with whoever. Black Bolt, sure, go for it. To ensure that I'm gonna get a nasty match. Alright, so that was, even with distraction and all, or I should say separation from the computer and all, that was about 30 minutes. So I'll make sure to build in an extra 2 or 3, because of the time that I had to step away from the computer. So alright, so we're gonna do some recaps. We're gonna talk about the special titles that again I didn't get a chance to talk about, and we'll definitely call it quits from there. Alright, so to recap, you have 3 one-time nodes, at least in this event. Alright, but everything else, again, this node obviously isn't going to be here for shield clearance 7 and below, so you can disregard this node here, but you will have to do the Black Bolt node. So again, Black Bolt and a couple of your strongest characters, but no, it's only worth 100 points, so it's not going to make or break whether or not you place high or low. So you got that. Whoever the 2-star node is, again, Thanos and Doctor Strange, since they're goons, go from there. Again, Kate Pride, the 2 strongest characters that you possibly, you can use. And then, obviously bring in Doctor Strange, since these guys here are goons. Target Mystique first, so she can, move the board, and then go berserker Doctor Strange. Here, this is nothing but goons, so yeah, Doctor Strange would be great there. Alright, again, easy nodes, again, Rocket and Groot with Juggernaut and Thanos, either 3-star or 5-star, or another member of the Guardians of the Galaxy if you want to make things going a lot faster. Covering a getaway, again, goon node, so your strongest team that can get those nodes done quickly. Same with batting cleanup, and the same with reinforced steel. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes that have no tile movers up in there. So all you gotta do, wipe them out. Alright, so now reinforced steel. I did say we're gonna talk about let's talk about trap tiles real quick. We're gonna talk about trap tiles. We're talking about invisibility. So let's bring in Onslaught. Let's bring in America Chavez, because I know she can, well, not necessarily America. Well, yeah, we'll use America. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then we're gonna talk about we haven't talked about Airborne as a mechanic, so we'll bring in Vulture. Alright. Again, shut up, Iron Man. Alright. So, these are trap tiles. Trap tiles, like I mentioned before, they can exist in one of two ways. They could be either friendly trap tiles or enemy trap tiles. And some of them do different things based on, you know, whoever, you know, activates the trap tile. So again, just read the description to see, you know, what each character does in in terms of trap tiles, and you know, plan accordingly. All right. Next thing, again, we're not trying to beat the nodes. We just want to plan accordingly. All right. Next thing is invisibility. All right. So how invisibility works, because there's different characters that do different things based on their invisibility. Onslaught's case, he creates trap tiles. In Invisible Woman's case, hers is going to be like an invisibility tile on the board. And the thing about invisibility is that you have is that your character can be targeted by team attacks, but as far as actual damage being done to them, that's not going to happen. And so they're immune to all non-targeting damage moves, or any moves that target, or you know, have target damage done to them. So an example would be, okay, if you use 3-star Thor's Mjolnir's Might, well, they're not going to be dealt the damage to the Mjolnir's Might, but it'll still create the yellow tiles on the board. Alright? Now, if you use Thor's green ability, called the Storm, that's going to affect your invisible allies. Okay? I'm going to make a match 5 here. And then I just broke out of invisibility for Onslaught. Like I said, that's his invisibility. Okay? Next, Vulture. Vulture has a thing called Airborne. How Airborne works is that you are immune to any sort of damage on the board. Like team damage moves can't hit you. Direct damage moves can't hit you. There's pretty much nothing that can hit you, with the exception of Archangel. Archangel is the only character in the game that can counter Airborne. Alright? So, okay, so that's the second, guys. Okay, I probably should have paused where I was at. I didn't realize it was going to take this long, but this is the reason why these videos are live, or when I record them, I tend not to pause them. But anyway, so I was saying about airborne, how airborne works. Again, you don't take any damage at all from any match damage, any team attacks, anything like that. Um, but you also can't interact with the board at all. So unless your allies are still active, um, you won't be able to interact with the board at all. The only way you can get rid of the airborne status is by someone like Archangel. Like, airborne characters can't get stunned, nothing like that. So you gotta remember, get rid of airborne, have the character Archangel. Alright? So that's airborne, that's invisibility, those were trap tiles. Trying to think, is there any other special tiles that I need to interact with? So let's think. Okay, we talked about teamwork tiles in the previous video. We talked about repeaters. We talked about countdown tiles. We talked about protect tiles. We talked about strike tiles. We talked about charge tiles. Doctor Strange, 5-star. He has a unique tile called the Eye of Agamotto. How the Eye of Agamotto works. As long as it exists on the board, it can't be matched away. It can't be moved at all. The only way you can get rid of his locked tile is just by destroying it with anything that can destroy tiles. So if you have something like a Koei's Red, and you use Piercing Throw and destroy the entire row, that'll get rid of the Agamotto tile. Or if you punch it away with Amadeus Cho, again, that's a thing. Alright. Oh, the other tile that I forgot to talk about is Quicksilver. So I need to go to 3-star Quicksilver real quick. Now that I think about it. So we'll pick this one here. Go to 3 stars. And we'll go to Quicksilver. I know we talked about strike, attack, or protect tiles. Like I mentioned, team ups, all that good stuff there. It doesn't really matter who you use, but we're going to use Quicksilver. So Quicksilver's tiles are a lot different than several other characters. Oh, and Invisible Woman, I gotta talk about her too. So Quicksilver's tiles, again, these here are similar to the Doctor Strange Eye of Agamotto tiles, or even the tiles from 5-star Silver Surfer. Like, these here can't be moved, they can't be matched away, they're not gonna drop down. The only way you can interact with this tile here is if you were to physically destroy the row or destroy the tiles in the surrounding area, like if it's in a 3x3 block, or if you're actually directly interacting with it. And again, his lock tile is going to do something different than with other characters in the game. All right. Now I need 4-star Invisible Woman because her tile was the other tile. Oh, I don't think did I talk about web tiles too? No, I did not. So let's get Miles. Let's get her. And I'm trying to think here. We talked about critical tiles, strike tiles, attack tiles, charge tiles. Oh, well, okay, Gwenpool. We can talk about her tile too, because she's got a unique tile. Alright. Her Chekhov's gun tile. Again, this here is different. You know, it starts off her Deus Ex Machina, Masterful Wave. She can activate her green ability. If not, you know, whatever the case might be. Alright, we're just trying to get enough AP so that we can look at Miles' abilities and Invisible Woman's abilities at the same time. So perfect, got a match 5. And we get a chance to do all this here. Alright. Miles' tiles. Now this here is another one of those invisibility tiles that I was telling you about. That's typically how you would normally see invisibility in the game. It's just a tile like that. So where it has a double ring, a solid ring in the middle, and then a hollow ring inside. So that's an invisibility tile. And again, to get someone out of invisibility, you can either match invisibility tile. If you have a random stun, that will get rid of them. Or, like I said, any team damaging move or anything that does some sort of random damage. Alright? Now, if there's a woman, her tiles, these here are lock tiles. So as you can see, they bubble up around any of the tiles that are here. These here are just like the lock tiles that you've seen with Quicksilver. Like you can't physically match them. Like if I move it down this way, can't make a match. Alright, so the only way you can get rid of them is if you match them away. And these are obviously considered friendly tiles, okay? Then web tiles are neutral tiles, and again, they'll do different things based on the web user that you're using. In Miles' case, it gives you AP. In somebody else's case, it might heal you, etc. So again, you gotta go through, look at the characters, see who does what. Alright? So the next thing we're going to look at, as I promised, it was supports. Okay, now supports. I needed that good drink of water. And supports allow you to either hit harder, start the fight off with more AP, or gives you different bonuses based on whatever the supports might be. And so what you want to do in terms of supports, you want to first see if there's a synergy. And what I mean by a synergy, down here it has a synergy perk where it tells you something that it will do to help the supported character out. Like if you put this on a supported character that happens to have the synergy perk, that character is going to get additional bonuses. But if you don't put it on anybody that's got the synergy perk, for instance, Vibranium Bill, it's say you equip that to Nick Fury, he would gain this here. But if you equip it on Beta Ray Bill, all you get is the appropriate abilities that you've unlocked for each rank. Okay? So one of the things that I've noticed as I've gotten more and more supports is how useful they are to help speed up your PVE grinds and clears and just playing PVE in general. Like this one here with Beta Ray Bill, Carol Super Beeper. If you see here, start of the battle, create two projectiles. You got, you know, a better than 50% chance of creating two projectiles on the board. Better reveal once projectiles on the board. Whenever a finished projectile is matched, you have about a 50% chance to heal for, you know, some amount of health. And this is a true heal and not just a random burst heal or anything like that. This is a true heal. So that means better reveal will heal back, you know, the damage that's been dealt to him. Okay. Now originally I used to have what is that thing called? It was Vibranium ore. I used to have no, I had this on Professor X. No. It was something of Wakanda. I remember one series lab, Vibranium Communicator. Now this is what I used to have on Beta Ray build. Whenever the supported character makes a blue match, you know, an extra chance to gain 2 extra blue AP. Now again, that was what I used to use on him, you know, to get some extra blue AP, but because of the low percentage that it has of making the AP or giving me the AP, coupled with the fact that I finally got Carol's communicator, I'm like, okay, well, we'll make the switch it to him, and go from there. Again, you can use it with almost with Polaris if you want to. You know, if your Polaris is, you know, moderately stronger than Beta Ray build or whatever the case might be, you can go there. You know, there's other perks like this one here, the vintage World War II shield, who when it was originally released, yeah, it was good for any version of Captain America, but as Apocalypse came into the game, it's like, okay, well, you know, chance to start the battle with 3 AP, almost 59% chance of making a projectile anytime he fires off a power. The other two don't really matter, but it's rank 3 and 4 that really set it off and work well with Apocalypse. So think about it like this. So you need 7 AP to fire off his yellow ability. Okay. If you start the fight, you got a better than 50% chance of it activating. If it doesn't activate, okay, well, you gotta start off and make at least 3 matches. If it does activate, well, a simple match 4 in yellow, you already have your 7 AP. You know, instead of it being 3 matches, it's now 2 matches to get your AP. And then again, you get your projectile already made. There you go. You know, and if you have him paired up with Thor, you know, you can make things a lot faster. Okay, and like I said, with Thor, I used to have Yarrow Root. Yarrow Root not right on him, but you know, the green AP here, again, it's the same. The reason why I added the Atlantis to him is for the additional damage, though I might end up swapping this one here and putting it on Iceman, for the simple fact that whenever I have the challenge nodes and with the Yarrow Root, you know, I don't have to worry too much about healing or anything like that, but Iceman wants to do additional damage. So this is the Yarrow Root. Like I said, it has healing and then an extra green AP. But yeah, I said, so what we'll do, I'm gonna equip this here to Thor like how I used to. Swap that. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the Atlantis support on to my good friend Iceman, so he can get some additional damage on his green ability. And +2, if you think about it, now when I have Okoye and Iceman, well, oh geez, if both of those trigger at the same time under Atlantis and Yarrow Root not right, I got 10 green AP at the start of the fight. So now at the start of the fight, okay, I can activate Iceman's ability. He's already got the repeater tiles on the board turn 1. Or before I even start my turn, he's got repeater tiles on the board. Or I can wait 1 turn, make a match with team up tiles, boom. Thor does his thing. I have those. I have the green AP to fire off Thor's God of Thunder ability. And there you go. So the main thing you want to do with supports, just want to look at the supports, see what they do, and see who best to equip them with. There's some that have, natural synergy with characters. There's some, that if you put them on other characters, they're better on other characters than they would be on the primary character. Specifically, this one here with Immortal Hulk, is like you would think, okay, well, Spider-Ham, okay, cool. It's 75% chance that whenever an enemy matches a friendly special tile, a chance to stun a random enemy for 2 turns. I mean, that's cute, but how often are you really using Spider-Ham? Whereas if you look at this here, start of the battle, 50% chance to gain yellow AP, and then if you make a match 5 or greater, there's about a 50% chance for you to give your team a burst of health. Well, if you're playing with Immortal Hulk, yeah, you kind of want to have some sort of burst health. So again, you go through and you look at the supports, and you're like, okay, would this fit this character, or would it fit better on another character? And I'm pretty sure that there are people online who are much smarter than I am, who have, they've got all the supports, and they figured out the best and optimal strategy to make sure that each of the characters has their best supports and all that good stuff. Alright, so we'll go ahead and claim up all these here. Add a level for Kate Pride, and then get her a latest Legends token, which again, we're on the road to Gamora, so then that's really, well, hang on, speaking of Gamora, I do have to pull from here, so if I happen to pull the 5-star Gamora, you guys will be able to see it on cam. If not, well, you get to see all the other rewards that I pull. So that'll end it with today's festivities. Ooh, there's Blob. I definitely want to pull from out of the spicy taco ball. So we'll let my pool with Blob be the last thing that we touch on. We'll of course tomorrow we'll do the final clears of day 2 of Meat Rock and the Groove. Sunday, we got the Crash of the Titans. That's if my math is right in terms of numbers. Then of course introducing will be a thing that we're going to be doing too. You know, introducing Gamora, talking about her and all the things that she does, both positive and negative in the game. Probably going to end up pulling for her, Ultron, and Shang-Chi, because Shang-Chi, you know, again, while he may not be a meta character, he'll be someone that I can definitely have some fun with in PVE, trying to you know, do some sort of board control and having, you know, all of his stuff, you know, being able to do his thing. Ultron, I really don't care about Ultron. I mean, he's just there in the store. Gamora, you know, she has some interesting things, but it's not anything that I'm like, oh man, this is going to change my experience in the game. It's gonna be more like, okay, she's another character that I can use to save on health packs or whatever I need to do to you know, progress further in the game. So, oh man, I'm just gonna let the pools go and and just leave you guys with the sounds of Marvel Puzzle Quest. Y'all have a good one.